group of people who are armed with crude weapons to accompany them around. This heading towards the election, even at the local level, then what is the net effect of that if at all these cases will not be reported?
The problem is not people having 2-3 supporters following them. The problem is what is done on the ground. And like Wakil is putting it very clearly. And I like giving examples. We had such a cases in Mwingi Central, whereby people were being attacked.
And I'm told that there's a small technical hitch there. Yes, we'll sort it out. Apologies for that. Okay. As we do that, Weke, this is, and you've been here, you've observed quite a number of elections. This time round, it would appear all candidates, or at least 80% of the candidates, find the necessity to have this grouping. I'm sure even Linda Mwananchi have a team that probably they walk around with just for their own protection. Why is this necessary now? And don't you think that by the time we get into election, it would have boiled over into something else?
You know, I listened to Kinyanjui, and he's arguing very well like an advocate, which is a good thing. You know, even before the rally, all these meetings that were used to plan for all this chaos, we reported to the police. Even before the rally, our advocate, who was coordinating things on the ground, his building was attacked, and we went and reported. Nothing happened. You know, I don't know. These goons were planned by the state, including a police officer was killed, including many other police officers were maimed. So this story of reporting is just a procedural thing.
That sense of helplessness, I'm worried about it, because now we're heading towards an election. We're hoping for a solution here. It is a problem that...
the solution has to be curbed by the state. But the problem is that the state is sponsoring violence. It is a state that is arming these young people. It is a state that is coordinating this attack. It is a state, and I want to say this as a lawyer without fear of contradiction. Because what we saw, we spotted all these things. There was a meeting somewhere at the border of Mbita. They brought in everywhere we were going, they held meetings to plan against us. And we reported. But I can tell you for a fact, the police on the ground, their hands are tied.
So what happens here? Because yes, if you look at the front page of the Daily Nation, it says, yes, that there was actually a meeting at a politician's home, and that each person who was charged with this job was given 4,000 bob. So besides the violence that we watch and we express outrage and it's written on all front pages, then what next, Bwana Mutambo?
You see,